Today's lesson, 6-2 substitution day 1. So where it's real. Okay, when you solve 2x plus 5 equals 11, you get 3. How can you check to make sure your answer is correct? I'm sure at least one of you said, plug it back in. Right? So we can plug it in for x. You get 2 times 3 plus 5. That's 6 plus 5 equals 11. So you know it's correct. Right? So we're substituting that back in. Solving 2x plus 5 equals 11 is pretty easy, right? So why would solving the following system be difficult? They're simple. There's 2 equations and 2 variables. It's a lot harder than the original question. If we could get it down to 1 equation and 1 variable, it would be easy, right? That's what substitution is going to allow us to do for these questions. By the way, this is the discussion. You didn't have to write that down. Today's objective. You'll be able to find the solution to a system of equations by using substitution. So remember we had issues with graphing because it wasn't exact and you can't draw a line straight, hit the points perfectly. So this will be our solution to that problem. Okay. Example 1. We have y equals 3x plus 2, 2x plus 3y equals 27. So we either need to get rid of 1 variable or 1 equation to make this problem work. It starts off by telling us y is equal to 3x minus 2. Since y is equal to that, it means that we can substitute this value in to this equation for y. So if we just plug it in directly, it's going to give us 2x plus 3 times 3x minus 2 equals 27. So literally just took this and put it in for y, because I know y is equal to that. Now I can distribute. So it's still going to be 2x plus 3 times 3x, 9x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 equals 27. You combine your like terms. 9x plus 2x is 11x. Minus 6 equals 27. Add the 6 over. 11x equals 33. Then divide by 11. It's going to give you x equals 3. Now, if you'll remember from graphing, though, you don't just end up with one answer. You have to have 2 to make an ordered pair. So now we take this x equals 3, we substitute it back in to the top equation for the x. That will give us y equals 3 times 3 minus 2. Gives you y equals 9 minus 2, or y equals 7. So your final answer should be 3, 7. So what does that answer mean? Well, that is answer is just where the 2 lines cross each other, or where they intersect. Let's try another question. Start with y equals 3x plus 5. What do we do with that? We plug it into the second equation for y. It gives us 6x minus 4 times 3x plus 5 equals negative 32. And I can distribute this negative 4. Now because it's a minus in front of here, we have to distribute a negative. It's going to give us 6x minus 12x minus 20 equals negative 32. Combine your like terms, so gives you negative 6x minus 20 equals negative 32. Add 20 to both sides, negative 6x equals negative 12. Divide by negative 6, you get x equals 2. Now I don't have a y yet. Take that x equals 2, and you plug it back in to the top equation. It's going to be y equals 3 times 2 plus 5, so y equals 11. So your final answer is 211. That's where the two lines intersect. 211. How about that? Catch me outside. Alright. Example 3. What is different about this problem? Because there is something different. Can we just plug anything in? No, we don't have y equals anything. We don't have x equals anything. What we have is x plus 5y equals negative 3, and 3x minus 2y equals 8. Now we have to do some thinking. Which variable would be easiest to solve for in which equation? Because we could solve for either variable, x or y, and we could solve it for either equation. The key is this x does not have a number with it, right? So it's going to be easiest to get by itself. So how would we get that x by itself? We would subtract the 5y to the other side. That would give us x equals negative 5y minus 3. Now you have x. So you plug it into the second equation for x, not y. Make sure you know what you're plugging it in for. Sounds stupid, but you'd be surprised. 3 times negative 5y minus 3 minus 2y equals 8. 3 times negative 5y gives you negative 15y minus 9 minus 2y equals 8. Combine your like terms. Negative 15y minus 2y gives you negative 17y minus 9 equals 8. Add the 9 to both sides. You get negative 17y equals 17. Divide by negative 17. You get y equals negative 1. Now you take that negative 1, and you plug it back in to this equation. So I'll give you x equals, don't know why I made a parenthesis, negative 5 times negative 1 minus 3. Negative 5 times negative 1 gives you a positive 5 minus 3, so it's 2. So your final answer will be 2, negative 1. Now we should be able to plug this point in to either equation and come up with whatever this number is. So if we plug it in here, 2 plus 5 times negative 1. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. 2 minus 5 gives you negative 3. We plugged into this one, it would be 3 times 2, which is 6, minus 2 times negative 1, which would be a positive 2, so it would be 6 plus 2 equals 8. Okay, let's do the U-tries. As always, pause the video so you don't know don't see exactly how I'm doing it. You have to figure it out on your own. It's the only way you're going to learn. Okay, start by plugging this in for y in the second equation. Gives you 3x plus 2 times 4x plus 1 equals 35. Gives you 3x plus 8x plus 2 equals 35. Gives you 11x plus 2 equals 35. Subtract the 2 over, you get 11x equals 33. Divided by 11, x equals 3. Take that 3 and plug it back in. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2y equals 35. I'm sorry, I don't know why I plugged it in the bottom. Plug it in the top. It's easier. Get y equals 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1, or 13. Your final answer is 3, 13. Okay, number 2. What will we plug in? Well, we have x by itself already, so we're going to plug that into the second equation. This will be 2. Ariana, pay attention. Huh, just fine. 2 times 3y minus 4 plus 4y equals 12. 2 times 3y is 6y minus 8 plus 4y equals 12. 10y minus 8 equals 12. Add the 8 over. 10y equals 20. Divide by 10, y equals 2. Take that and plug it back in for the top equation. You get x equals 3 times 2 minus 4. So x equals 6 minus 4, which is 2. So your answer would be 2, 2. Number 3. Now is the more difficult one. Don't do this, man. My thing is not even on anymore. I don't know why it's still doing this. Okay. I don't know what that was about, but it's like the ghost of failed algebra students. Look at number 3. What should we get by itself? So I have an 8x, a 2y, a 3x, and just a y. That's the one we want to get by itself. We subtract the 3x over. Gives you y equals negative 3x plus 6. Now you plug that into the top equation. So we give you 8x minus 2 times negative 3x plus 6 equals 2. I'll distribute the negative 2. 8x plus 6x minus 12 equals 2. get 14x minus 12 equals 2. Add the 12 over, you get 14x equals 14. Divide by 14, x equals 1. Take that 1 and plug it in up here. Y equals negative 3 times 1 plus 6 gives you negative 3 plus 6, which is 3. Your answer is 1, 3. By the way, if you guys are watching this video as a whole, somebody let me know if Ariana really wasn't paying attention there. Alright, number 4. There are two different ways you could do this. You could either get y by itself in the top or in the bottom. But if you look at the top, it's a negative 1 in front of it. So you would rather do the bottom one. So we're going to add that 3x over. You get y equals 3x minus 9. And you take that and plug it in here. So you get 2x minus 3x minus 9 equals negative 4. Distribute that negative, you get 2x minus 3x plus 9 equals negative 4. 2x minus 3x gives you negative x plus 9 equals negative 4. Subtract the 9, you get negative x equals negative 13. So x equals 13. Plug that in over here. We get y equals 3 times 13 minus 9. 3 times 13 is 39 minus 9. So y equals 30. Your answer would be, how do you know that's an x? Your answer would be 13, 30. And that's it. Okay, you may start on your homework assignment.